In our next example, we have a word problem. A 9-meter ladder is leaning against a wall. The ladder makes a 75-degree with the ground. Draw a diagram. Now, this question could look daunting because it doesn't have a diagram. But let's think about this. A wall usually goes up and down. So I've put a line here to represent my wall. I'm going to label it as well. The other thing I know that usually with walls, you're going to have the ground that's perpendicular to it. So I'm going to throw in also a 90-degree angle. A ladder leans against the wall. So that means it's partly on the wall and the other end has to be on the ground. Now I've created a triangle here and I'm going to label this my 9-meter ladder. The second part of the question is asking us to find how far is the foot of the ladder away from the wall. So foot of the ladder would imply that we're looking down here and we want to know how far away it is from the wall. So ultimately, I need to find out how far the distance of the ground. I also threw in 75 here because it tells me that the ladder makes a 75-degree with the ground. Okay, so let's label our sides. We have our hypotenuse here because this is across from our 90. I'm going to ignore the wall because the wall is not important to us at this point. But I will identify the ground as our adjacent. So we can go to our menu here, adjacent and hypotenuse. That means we need to use cosine. Now I'm going to write a short let statement. This is the distance that I'm looking for. Let G be the adjacent. So I have cosine A is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. I'm going to substitute the values in. Cosine 75 is equal to G over 9. Cross multiply, 9 cosine 75 is equal to G. Throw it into the calculator and we get G is equal to 2.3 meters. Now this is a word problem, so I'm going to end up with a sentence as well. The base of the ladder is 2.3 meters away from the wall.